welcome to Ticket2Reality. So tonight we are without our fearless leader TJ, but we have a wonderful guest joining us. We have me, Emma. I'm a series regular, and then we have our fellow agent and finalist from The Circle Season 2, Lee.
Hey.
And we are joined by fellow agent and co-host of Fandom Academy, CJ.
Yay.
CJ, how are you doing tonight?
I'm so excited to be here. Big Brother is one of my favorite shows, and a show I will compete on one day if it's the last thing I do. And
Yes.
I'm so excited to dive in and talk about it. I'm obsessed with this season right now.
Yes, I am so ready. Yeah, this is going to be a great one. Lee, how are you feeling tonight? You ready to talk some reality TV?
I am so ready. I'm so glad CJ's here, and I didn't cheer that the fearless leader's gone because we could, that means all the rails are off and we can do whatever we
Yeah,
want.
exactly. That's always we love TJ, but that's always the fun thing is that we kind of just get a little chaotic and off the rails when it's
Yeah,
just us. So
yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. I think it'll be fun.
He reins us in a little
He
bit,
does
a little
just a little bit.
bit.
But we all bets are off tonight. So I figure we'll start off with the Bachelorette because that just had its season finale yesterday.
Yeah.
It was a pretty good season. I've been kind of so on the franchise lately, but this has kind of reinvigorated my passion for it. Charity, I think, is just a wonderful Bachelorette. I love her, and so I'm excited to see the rest of her journey unfold. Lee, what did you think of this season? What did you think of the finale?
Well, the season, I agree with you. I think it was, I was screaming at the TV about Aaron because I was
Yeah,
like, and then Aaron shows it back up,
of
and I'm
course,
like,
just for
oh
you.
no, don't. And I'm screaming at the TV again, saying, "Don't let him stay! Don't let him stay!" Which she didn't. Spoilers
Thank
if
God.
you haven't watched it. She did
Oh
the
yeah,
right
there will be
thing.
spoilers for
Yeah,
the
you're gonna
Bachelorette.
we're gonna spoil everything, so
We just
just
have
get
to.
ready. But I really liked her a lot. I really thought she was amazing. I thought she ended up with at the end, two incredible choices. But I think you and I both said we thought it was going to be Dotton because that that home visit she had a couple weeks ago was so um, it just she clicked with that family. Her her best friend is Nigerian,
Yeah,
so I was just like, there's just too many things lining up.
yeah,
And again, Joey's visit was not so good. I will say, now that we know Joey is the bachelor, uh, that uncle doesn't need to be around ever,
yeah.
ever.
I
He
don't.
he hates relationships. He's
Yep.
been soured on them. He doesn't believe in them. So yeah, stay away, Uncle. Spoiler. That's what I say.
Yeah, I think it would kind of be doing him a disservice for his own season if they like had the uncle participate in any like his dates or anything like that. Like I want to see his dad's. Like I want to see like the side of his family that he talked about on Charity season. I want to see like the happy family. I just I think that might have had something to do with it, and it just looked like Charity was like getting along with Don's family so well, and I think that really like adds something to it because you marry somebody, but you also kind of marry into their family, and you got to deal with them.
Yeah.
So I think it seemed like they were really close, and just like after the proposal. You could just tell the love that they had for each other, and honestly, like the episode made me cry. Like the breakup with Joey and the engagement because honestly this was just a really sincere breakup. It was just clearly two adults that respect each other, and Joey reacted perfectly. Like he's going to be a really good bachelor, so
Yeah.
this is probably the first time I've been excited about a bachelor in a while because I did not like Zach. I don't even
Oh,
remember who was before that. I
Zach.
just Zach
Zach.
was
Yeah.
not
No,
a
he
fan.
he was in the audience. Did you
He
notice he was in the
was.
audience? And I was like, okay, you need
Yeah, I'm
to
like, all right.
rehabilitate your.
Yeah.
What did you think about? Okay, talking about the audience, Braden sitting next
Oh
to.
my god.
I was just like, is
Yeah,
this?
I feel like
I think this is a producers teasing us.
it definitely is. I feel like what happened. I think they get together in Bachelor in Paradise for a little bit, but I don't think they ultimately end up together. So I think it's the
Yeah.
producer's way of being like, "Ooh,
Yeah.
here's some tea about Bachelor in Paradise." The audience was weird. It was a lot. I mean, it was a lot of really familiar faces, which makes sense. Gabby with her new girlfriend, which I love that.
I loved it too.
But why were Peter's parents there? Did you notice that?
I didn't understand that either.
What? I
What
was
is
like
going
expecting
on?
I was expecting like them to have like been divorced or something, and then the mom was gonna go on Golden Bachelor. Like I just don't understand why they were in the audience. Like we're done with him. We put him to rest like years ago. I don't want to see
Yeah.
his face. I don't want to see any of that anymore.
Yeah, I was thinking, yeah, they need their passport to Bachelor Nation revoked because
Yeah,
it's over. You did your stuff. Go away. What did
exactly.
you think of Charity's mom, especially her sister? I thought her sister was beautiful, by the way.
Yeah, her sister's beautiful. I was surprised that the brother wasn't there, but maybe he did his thing at the beginning of the season. They didn't.
Yeah,
But I thought, I understand both perspectives. Like I understand Charity because I am really close with my parents, and if I was in that situation, I probably would want their like signal. I also have a really hard time making decisions, so that's I mean, besides the fact that I'm not single, that's another reason why I would never I could never be
yeah,
on the Bachelorette.
yeah,
But, I like I understood her just like needing some guidance and being like, you need to like tell me one way or the other. But I'm glad her mom stuck to her guns because I think it really had to be Charity's decision. So I understood she probably wanted to help her make that decision, but she
yeah.
couldn't. It had to come from Charity.
I just imagine. I'm just thinking, because I'm old, but you're like, yeah, you should pick him, and you pick him, and then it's a disaster, and then
Yep,
you feel all the responsibility. So you really can't
exactly.
do that. You can't
It's
do
like
that.
it's why I don't like picking like restaurants or like
Yeah.
things for friends to do because then it kind of all rides on you, right? Like
Yeah. CJ's
it's
nodding.
yeah, he's like, don't
I
do it,
hate
like
doing it,
right?
especially
Because
when
then
they
if
don't
everybody
like
hates
it.
it,
Then I just feel like
yeah,
that weird feeling of embarrassment. Like my bad. Like I'm sorry.
Yeah.
exactly. It's like in the Bridesmaids when Kristen Wiig's character picks that place. I mean, there was a lot of red flags about that restaurant, but he picks up and everybody gets food poisoning. Like I have that
Yeah.
fear that if I pick something, like everyone's gonna hate it or everyone's gonna get sick. So
Yeah.
I just stay away from making decisions like that.
Oh, I make
Um,
him. I make him. So what? I would have said Charity picked Joey. But anyway, that's the parent I would have been. No wonder I have no
that's
kids.
hey, I mean, sometimes you just need your parents' guidance, so I
That's
get it.
right. That's right.
But it worked out really well, and they
Yeah,
seem so happy. Like
they do. They
I'm
really
very
seem
excited for
genuine.
them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm.
like
I'm
and the way he's
hopeful.
like supportive of her, and I really hope they work out because
And
I
I
love the
really
brother.
think they've got a really good chance. I mean, he seems
I
like
agree.
a very nice guy, and
Yeah.
I just thought it was really good how it ended, and I was very happy. I'm excited about Gary, the Golden Bachelor. I'm
Yes.
so
Oh, I
excited
love
about
Gary.
that because every time
Yeah.
he opens his mouth, I'm just going, "Dear God, you are wise,"
He seems so sweet. Like I just
and
want to give him a
kind. Yeah,
hug.
yeah,
Yeah.
I love it.
CJ, have you seen promos for the Golden Bachelor? Is that something you're planning to watch?
I haven't, but as I told you guys before we went on, I've been rewatching an older season of The Bachelor, and I'm low key really into it. So I might start now that we have a new season. Because I love going on Twitter, watching reality TV shows. It's one of my favorite
Right?
things to do. So I might seem like a great time to jump on board.
Jump
Yeah,
on the
you
Golden
definitely should.
Bachelor, and then just come
Yeah.
be here, and
Yeah.
we'll kick TJ out. You can't be
Exactly.
here.
Like, sorry,
Switch
bye.
that T for a C.
That's
Yeah,
I'll always be here
exactly.
for it.
It's an easy
That's
change. It doesn't
right.
really, it doesn't affect
Yeah.
too much.
Well, can
Yeah,
I
so
do a
this
quick
yeah.
shout out about the challenge, and then
Yeah,
we got to get
absolutely.
into the thing we really want to talk
Yes.
about. So the
100%.
challenge has been amazing. I love it so much on Challenge USA. Um, it's got we've got Survivor people, we've got Big Brother people, which I'm like UCJ. I love 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 Big Brother, and I'm going to try to get on it as well. So and I what other all the CBS shows, and it has been so fun because the challenge has brought in these vets, that were just challenge people, and so all these people from the other shows are like, get them out, and so it's been so fun to see the strategy. And one of the things that they do at the end of it, uh, when they decide who's going to go into the ring, uh, they have whoever the winning team is, they've divided them up into three teams, and on each team is two vets, and so they're all divided up. But the winning team gets to pick a male and a female to go into the challenge, and then the other two teams, the losing teams, vote, and each person votes in secret and puts male or female into the hopper. So if you have, if they start going for something, it's a little air bubble thing, and one pops out, your percentages go up. You still might not get picked. There's still luck on your side, but this last one was a double eviction, and so they got rid of Amanda, who was she's a challenge vet, and they got rid of what is his name? I can't remember his name. He was from The Amazing Race. But anyway, I am loving it so much. I love my Big Brother people. I mean, Tiffany's there, and I love Tiffany. Love, love, love her. Monty, who won that season, is there, and several other. There's one I don't like, which is Josh. CJ, I don't know how long you've been watching Big Brother, but Josh, I didn't like him on Big Brother because he's the one who doing the pots. The big pot moment. I was like, oh, shut up. He's a loud mouth and whatever. But I love to watch him anyway.
Isn't Tyler on this season of the challenge? I've seen him
and I love Tyler too.
I love Tyler.
He broke up with Angela. They broke up, which made me sad. I was sad, but I love Tyler. He's so chill, and he's what I want to be when I grow up. He's just, that hair and that personality. I'm like, I want to be Tyler. He's so cool. But anyway, that's my quick challenge stuff. What else? What else, boss? What else?
I like being the boss. That's kind of fun. Let's see. No, we'll leave Love Island for next week when TJ's back. There's a lot of shit going on, and I have a lot of thoughts about it. But there's a lot. There's a recoupling that's finishing up tonight, so we'll wait to talk about all of that. But let's just get into Big Brother because it's been a chaotic season so far. The Big Brother is in the multiverse right now. And it's kind of a lot to keep up with, but I don't like the scary verse. I did like that one challenge with the Gorgon thing.
That was really fun. That was a fun challenge.
That was really cool. But you will never catch me sleeping in like a hospital bed or whatever in like a scary ass room. Like I would get zero sleep, but that's just me. So CJ, what are your thoughts on the season so far? Since we have a lot to cover, so just get into it.
I've been loving this season. The way game just started so quickly was so much fun to watch. It's been chaotic, some good, some bad. But I find a lot of the characters really intriguing, and a lot of people are playing the game very good right now, I think, and it's really fun to watch them interact with each other. I think there's some people who are clearly more towards the top than others, but it's definitely been really fun to watch. And I wasn't sure about the multiverse after the little cinematic they gave us in that first episode. I was like, this is so goofy.
That was a lot.
But all the twists and stuff that's coming out of it have been pretty fun. I thought the slime thing in this most recent episode was really fun. I love when they do that stuff where they have to wake them up at 3 a.m. or whatever. I remember they did one back. My favorite season of Big Brother 17. I love that season so much. And in that season, they had I think something related to the Backstreet Boys. It wasn't called it, but and they had to do a performance, and they were doing it 2 a.m. It's just so much fun. I love when they do that stuff.
Yeah, that is always so entertaining. I think last season it was something where they had outfits or something, and they had to perform a rock show, and they would wake them up. That was hilarious, and just watching poor Miss Felicia getting her ass up at 3 a.m. to go get slime. I was like, oh my god.
I love Felicia. Felicia is so funny.
Great. I love her.
Such a great personality for the show. It works so well.
Yeah, she is great, and she's playing a good game.
And she's on your team. We did by the way, CJ, we did a draft, and I'm gonna do so bad. I don't know. I think I blame myself. I must have had too many cocktails when we were doing the draft because I look at it now and I'm thinking, why did I pick Cameron?
He's gone up twice now.
Why? I mean, I don't know.
He's found himself in an unfortunate spot the past 2 weeks. I don't think he's been playing a bad game. He just is the other house guests are just bye.
We're just gonna keep putting you up as a I don't like Cameron, so I'm okay with. I'd be okay if he left. But it's
You have a great team because you've got
thank you.
Izzy, you've got
Izzy's playing a good game right now.
Yeah,
you know,
Izzy's
I
a
think
great-
Jag's playing a good game too. Honestly,
I think so too.
Yeah, we'll talk
Yeah.
Even though
about
he's
him a little bit more later. But
Oh,
he's playing a really, really good game right now. I have him in a high spot on my power rankings.
Ooh, excellent. Yeah,
okay.
we will
All
get
right.
into those in a bit. Lee, what are your general thoughts on this season so far?
I think honestly, I'm so mad that I didn't get Siri in the draft because Siri. I'm sorry, I always say Siri, but Siri.
My phone is gonna go off.
I
if you
know
say Siri one more
exactly.
time.
What are you saying? Because I watched her on Traders, and I watched her on Survivor.
Oh, she was on Traders too.
Oh yeah, she won
Oh,
Traders.
she did.
She won it.
She's gonna.
She's-
she knows what she's
She's
doing.
running the house right now.
Oh,
in
yeah.
my opinion. Like
She's,
Felicia's HOH, but Suri is
Yeah,
she is
she's
this
like-
is her HOH just as much as it is Felicia's. Like,
Absolutely.
and she has no
Absolutely.
blood on her hands right now too. She's playing a phenomenal game. I do think
She really
the thing
is.
that worries me with Suri
hmm
is Jared. I think Jared could eventually harm her game because I don't
Yeah.
think Jared's playing a very good game right now,
I agree. Yeah.
and I think he could be her downfall in this game.
Yeah, I think because here's the thing. I'll tell you, CJ. If I was in that house, the minute I see Suri, I'm targeting Suri.
Agree.
Period.
I don't know why they haven't yet.
Period. And I'm
Right.
like, none
It
of
hasn't
them
been
are like,
brought up.
I mean, they're not even threatened by her. I'm like, you guys are just not thinking. I love Matt. I
Yeah,
love
I
him
love
so
Matt.
much. And when he was talking to her and Felicia,
Mhm.
I thought that was so. I mean, that was such a powerful moment. I was so
Yeah,
glad that
agreed.
Big Brother shared that, and that he had, he'd struggled, and then he said, you know what, I'm going to go past this, thing, and I'm going to prove myself, and he has. Obviously, it's amazing. You know who I miss? I miss Riley. I liked
I
Riley.
loved
I
Riley.
know.
I was so
miss her
sad
so
when
much.
she got evicted, and it's led to Heisem becoming the biggest villain in the
Yeah.
house for me. I don't like him at all.
Same. Me too.
I-
I'm like, dude.
I know. I want to. He's
I wanted to
gay.
like
I
and
him
I'm
usually,
so
like,
bad.
I
wanna
always root for the
support
great
him.
gays too. Like I
Right,
always
I
root for the
know.
gays, but he
I
makes
always
it so hard because he
I
is
can't.
so obnoxious, and it
can't.
drives me insane. Like, the way he just like
Yeah.
talks around the alliance, and they're like coming up
Yeah.
plans, and he interrupts them. It's like, no, we should do this
Mhm.
instead. Drives me insane. His HOH reign. Every time he opened his mouth, I was furious. And when he was talking to Riley right before the veto ceremony, where he was like, "I'm gonna say this is why," I was like, "That's gonna kill your game." And look
Yeah.
what it did. Destroyed his game so quick.
Yeah.
Like, why would you say that? I just thought the way
Yeah.
he went about that was so. Yeah, everything. I wanted to root for him so bad. Same. I always root for the gays, but like,
I
dude,
can't. I
you're making- I
can't.
can't
I'm giving
this time.
all my gay energy to Izzy this season because
Yeah.
Yes.
has me dry. And
That's right.
It's like Nicole last season. Like, I really wanted to root for her, but then she just ruined it. So I'm like, you know what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Well,
Ruined that
the
for me.
good thing for Heisem is he'll never be as bad as Luke the racist. So he's always going to
Oh,
be
yeah,
above
so-
that person.
But the way he acted after that too was such a red flag. Where he's like, "I didn't hear anything." That also
Like,
made
we
me
saw
mad.
you.
I was like,
we saw
"Boy,
you standing.
you were in the room. You reacted
Yeah.
like."
I
Right.
know.
Yeah,
I
that-
know. I know. It was just like that was a bad moment. That was a
Yeah,
bad
that was really
moment.
bad.
I'm shocked
Yeah.
they
Very
left
glad
it in
they
the
kept-
episode too. Like honestly, because
Yeah.
usually they don't. Like usually they
Yeah.
gloss over those things. I'm glad
I
they
think-
did though.
I think
I'm
they've
glad they
kind
kept it
of,
out.
since the cookout, they've kind of been letting some of that stuff, if you're going to come in. Here's the thing. You get cast, you have cameras on you 24/7, you've watched the show, you signed the thing saying, I'm not going to do it. And how many times have you used that word for it to just be a natural word for you?
It came
for it to
out
come
so
out?
casually. It was disgusting.
Exactly.
He says it so often at home. Like you can just tell by the way
Yeah.
he used it. And then the way he tried to cover it up too, be like, I was gonna say narwhal. Like stupid as hell. Like
Yeah.
that made me so angry.
Yeah.
It pissed me off so much. Yeah, like that's exactly what you said. Like it has to be one of those things that it just the fact that that word just rolls off the tongue is absolutely disgusting. Like
Yeah.
I genuinely could never. I don't understand. And if I just heard that, I understand like everybody's well. At first, Heisem did react, and then Corey was also in the room. They were like, I would have been like, dude, what the fuck? Like that's just it was just absolutely appalling, and I'm really glad they kicked him out because
Yeah, same.
I just would like a season to go by without any like racial incidents.
Please, no
because,
problem.
Yeah.
And I thought,
people.
yeah, I'm just like cameras are on you like that. I just
24/7,
don't understand. I don't get it. But
Okay,
we're
let's
glad
talk about.
he's gone.
Can we talk about the showmance though?
Yeah,
I like
what's-
Jared and Blue
I think they're
together.
cute. It's just like
Oh
it
no!
seems a little-
Oh, he knows more. He knows
Okay,
more.
You've been watching the feeds. Mm-mm.
Oh no!
Spill.
Okay.
Tell us
Red
what's been
Flag City. So there was this
Oh, no.
conversation that I saw on TikTok where Jared was saying some gross things in regards to like almost slut shaming in regards. He was like asking Blue her body count, but he did it in such a disgusting way. If you find the TikTok, it is gross. When I saw that, I was like, mm-mm. He was like, I don't do that with that type of women, making like derogatory. Like I was like,
Come on.
Okay.
Jared. Yep. All right.
Yeah.
You're done.
All right.
That's it. Nope.
Blue did not like it either, so I'm assuming in the next couple of episodes we're gonna have a little death to that showmance. The showmances this season are just not meant to last, apparently. And I was
No.
really enjoying Riley and Matt too. I was sad
Me
we got
too.
that cut off.
I know. I think they're so cute. Like, I hope that that's something that maybe they'll, get together and like rekindle after, because
Yeah.
I think they're really both like really good people. Riley is just,
Yeah.
I really miss her. Like, I really wanted to see her go farther because
She was a victim
really
of the first week
genuine.
HOH.
Absolutely.
Never doing it. Every
And,
year.
like, Heisem, the way that exactly every single year, like the way that Heisem just, I don't know, he's just like, you said my name, like he just took it so far. I'm like, I get it, but like he just took it way too far. He was so extra about it. It's like, well, that's it, and I'm just like, all right, we get it, I know, but like this is Big Brother, like I don't know, it just.
I'm tired of his mansplaining. I'm just so tired of that. I mean,
Seriously.
good God. And, he should have a little more awareness of what, but he doesn't, clearly, because they get in like 2 words and then and this is what you really mean. I'm like, oh my gosh, dude.
I just don't understand. Yeah, just
a lot
like,
of big
like, asking a
personalities
question
this
and answering.
season.
There's
Yeah.
a lot of really. Like,
And then there's their Bowie Janes. Who are
yeah,
just
exactly. I was
there.
just gonna say like,
I love her, though.
I love
like,
her so much, but she is maybe the biggest floater I have ever seen. Like,
She's just there. It's kind of like
and
Brittany
she's
last
gonna
season.
make
She
it.
hasn't,
She's
like-
gonna make it far. That's the thing.
Yeah, she needs to find somebody to like ride the coattails like Brittany did with Michael last season. Like
Yeah.
she has just kind of she's just there. She's just doing her thing. But maybe she'll kind of, I don't know, maybe she'll come up after a few weeks and just be like, here I am, and actually start playing in the game. But
Yeah.
probably not.
Yeah. And I like America, who's also all the ones I like. She's on your team, Emma. I don't know if you got Izzy, you got. I mean, I'm just
I got yeah.
Blue. You got Blue, Felicia,
got
Jag, and America. Yeah.
That's a
Okay, here's
stacked
my-
team. You're
Right.
you might have the winner.
Here's my team, CJ. Who's watched Big Brother since the beginning. And we were doing I blame it on I was used to 4 people
That's right.
and too many drinks before. No, I'm just kidding. So I've got McCall, which is not bad. I think she's an okay one.
I think she's
Cameron.
floating right now, but I think
She is.
she's in a spot where when she wants to start playing the game, she can start playing the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, because she has
for
the
sure.
bye-bye bitches around her, and I
Yep.
think she's playing a great game right now.
Well, and she also, if you remember a week or so ago, she kind of said when Sari was trying to make a move, she said, we shouldn't do that yet. And
Yeah.
she got
Yeah.
them to kind of switch, and they all voted for Riley. So
Yeah.
she's got a little bit of power we may not be seeing. I've got Nicole, Cameron. I've got Red. Why did I pick Red?
I love Red. He's so
I
funny.
love it. But why did I pick? I've got Bowie. And then And then now this one I think may surprise me. Corey is my other one.
I think
yeah.
Corey could
He
win the
might-
game.
I
I
think he
think-
could. I agree.
He may surprise me.
Yeah.
He's playing a smart. He's playing like a
Why do you
quiet
think he
game.
should?
Yeah.
But
But I think
we've seen
he
in
could,
past seasons that people who are super fans and play quiet, like in BB17 when Steve won, he basically did not play the game until like the last 8 weeks, and he walked out the winner. Like, I think that could still happen with Corey.
Yeah, because there's people that I think what happens with, like, I mean, Michael last season could have won if he didn't keep winning. If he like stopped winning comps, then like I think
I know what the heck,
Just like,
Michael.
dude,
Stop
I
it.
love Michael. He was awesome.
I love him. He's iconic, and I'm like, you had to stop. Like, you need to stop because
And that's something I think Corey's doing good right now. Every time he goes in the diary room during a comp, he sees like it's still way too early to be winning comps like this, and he purposely throws them. And that's something Cerie's doing really good too. And that's something I know. If I ever go on Big Brother, I'm not winning HOH until like at least week 5 or 6. Because if you're an early HOH, that just puts such a big target on your back. And
Yeah.
that's just almost a guaranteed way to like get out really soon.
Yeah.
I think it's been interesting so far. I'm trying to think who I like Izzy a lot. Yeah, I think right now Cerie is just like the one like has like the most power. Like Heisem thinks he has all the power, but I think it's really Cerie.
Well, I mean, really, it's Izzy, Cerie, and Jared. That's such a core, because they're so tight. But I agree with you, CJ. I think that could blow up pretty. Not yet, but because I think she's being smart. But I think there's going to be a moment where somebody's going to overhear something, or Jared's going to say something dumb, and it's going to be.
And it almost already happened when I think Kirsten was eliminated. She said something that his family calls him this name, and someone's like, "Oh, that's Miss Cerie's son's name," and no one thought anything of it. But I was like, that could have been the end of their game there.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't think it'll be Cerie who slips. I think it will be Jared, because Cerie's like almost coaching Jared, and I really just don't think Jared's playing a great game right now.
No.
Right, because he's basically relying on Cerie. Yeah, that's he's gonna end up exposing it accidentally because he just clearly doesn't really know.
If someone finds out, who do we think it'll be?
I feel like watch it be Bowie Jane.
That would be so random.
It would be so like she would just happen to be there. And, like,
I'll tell you who I think he'll find out is Corey.
I was gonna say Corey or Jag. That's who the people I could see figuring it out would be those two, because they're very smart.
Yeah.
And Corey being a super fan, I could see him figuring it out.
Yeah.
Do you know who's not going to figure it out is Cameron. Him thinking that Felicia's Denzel Washington.
When he said that, I was like, huh? I is not what I was expecting him to say it at all. I was like, what the hell just came out of his mouth?
I was at the way that Jared, he was like, oh, he figured it out. And then he was like, what? Like,
that's gonna be one of the funniest bites from this season.
Oh, yeah.
I died. I was laughing so hard.
I died at that. It's like the whole so far this is as funny as all of the Jasmine sayings from last season.
Yes, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Red's been making some of those too. I love when
I was
they
like,
do that.
okay. Yeah, Red was fun. Red is fun. I was like, Cameron, what are you talking about, dude? Like, you need to get some sleep, my guy, because I don't understand.
I also
you go ahead. You go ahead, CJ.
Okay. I'm really just kind of off the wall. I love Glue so much. Like her mannerisms, her attitude. It's like bad bitch energy in like a nice way, and I love it. I eat it up. I think she is I think she has a really strong social game too. I think stronger than people realize. I think she's really tight in with that alliance. I don't know if I can see her winning yet. I probably need a little bit more like gameplay for that to see that. But I definitely think she could go really far. Just off the way she seems to be friendly with everyone in the house.
Yeah. I just want to be friends with her. Like she seems really cool.
She seems so cool. Yeah.
I really like her. Her and America, I like them both. And Izzy. I mean, Izzy's just like hilarious.
Izzy's so
I think
funny.
she's like obsessed with Suri. I love their like whole thing. She's just always hanging.
And she's so brutally honest all the time, and I love it. Like when she walked up to Riley, she's like, "Cut the bullshit." Yeah. I was crying. I was like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah,
but I do think that could be a downfall for her eventually. Yeah. But like right now, it's really entertaining, so I'm enjoying it. Fun. Like every time she has a game conversation, I am locked in because I know she's gonna say some shit, and I love it.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
And when she was oogly Matt, I was like,
"Oh my god, that was so funny!" I was like, "So true, girl, so true."
She's like, I was going, "Girl, you know, I love Izzy. I love her.
Yeah,
why didn't I pick
her?
I'm so mad. I'm leaving Ticket to Reality so I can go do some other draft and get the people I want now.
We'll do a redo draft.
Yeah. Okay, who's going to be the big target now? If it's executed and Isom, which he thinks he's safe, so I think he'll throw the veto, even if he's not. You know, I mean, I think he thinks, and I think that's brilliant that they're playing it that way. If
this ends up working out, like if this backdoor ends up working out, I'm gonna be like,
I think it's gonna work. I just feel like it is.
So too.
But who is the next big target? Because he's kind of been the big target.
Yeah. So I think from what I've seen on cams, there's a little bit of I don't know if it was a blow up or it seems like Heisem in America really got into it from stuff I've seen. Mm-hmm. And if they had like a blow up argument, that's always a one-way ticket out the door. And so if that happened, I could see America becoming a target, but I don't know if it was firmly like her blowing up or if it was Heisem blowing up on her. So I don't really know enough from cams yet, but there definitely was something there. So I could see America being a target. But other than that, it really depends on who wins HOH. If the Younger Alliance wins HOH, I could see them maybe going after Suri. I feel like it makes sense, especially since she's kind of the one orchestrating getting Heisem out. And so I think that could maybe put a little bit of target on her back, even though Felicia's the HOH. But other than that, I'm not really sure. Also, if this Jared thing turns out to be bad, I could see him being a next target too, especially for that Younger Alliance because Blue's so in tight with them. And if he did some like bad things to her, I could see them wanting to get him out, which would be really interesting to see play out with Suri and that alliance as well. Because we're going to see if Suri is going to fight for Jared or fight for her game. Because you can't do both, I think. Right at this moment in time, they don't align.
So I'm going to tell you, this is I love that CJ's here, Emma. You getting into this. I actually, as much as I don't like Heisem, they should have kept him. That was a mistake. Yeah, because he's a shield. He's a shield for you. And it's like, why are you? Yeah, he's irritating, but who cares? I want him. I want to be at the end. So I would have kept him. I would have honestly gotten somebody. I mean, he thinks he's in with the professors. He's never going to hurt you. Everybody doesn't like him. You know, and the bitches could say, you know, let's just keep him. You know, and I would have gone after probably. Honestly, the smart thing would have been like the smart people, Corey, Jag, something like that, and that's what they should have done. But that's me playing strategy. I get why they're doing it. I don't think it's an okay move. I think the better move would have been to weaken the younger people if you're going to do it. I'm actually for the younger people. I'll be honest. I really want. I love the old people because one day I'm going to be in there with CJ and nobody's going to know we already know each other. We're going to have this secret alliance.
It's going to be the secret twist of the season.
That's right. We're going to and the smart thing that you and I would do that I don't think Jared and Suri are doing is we'd act like we hated each other.
Yeah,
God,
that would be smart.
That kid irritates me. I just don't know. You know, I'll put up with him. And I'd even have some fake blow-ups, you know, where we're in a room and yelling a little bit and then laughing, you know, quietly. And then they think, oh, they hate each other, you know.
I need to watch this now. That would be absolutely iconic. I think
I know.
Would absolutely kill it.
We would slay, man.
You really would. Like.
And then he would hate me because I would win and he'd be in the second position. But
I'd still be making $75K and having 90 days of TV time. I'd be set.
Yeah.
They'd be asking me to come on the challenge. They'd be making Survivor. I'd be like collecting that money. Like, yup. I'd be
Yeah,
That's
sad.
right.
runner-up is not
That's
half
right.
bad, honestly. Not half
That's
bad.
right. That's right. That's right.
And another
All
prize
right.
I love every year, and I love theorizing this, is America's favorite. Who do we think right
Oh yeah.
now would get that? I
Ooh.
think it's probably Felicia. I
I think so
think
too.
I think she could. I definitely
Yeah.
think she'd be top three. I don't. I think Blue would be
Yeah.
up there too
Yeah.
because she's just so iconic. But I feel like those are the two picks for me right now. Who would you guys pick?
Yeah. I would say Blue, Felicia, and then maybe Izzy, depending on how they are the rest of the season. I think they right now have the best chance.
I think Matt is
Oh,
probably
I
going
can
to
see Matt
be.
win too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's got a huge chance. And believe it or not, Red could win it
Yeah.
too. You know,
I could see that.
there's quite a few. I mean, it usually is going to be people that make it to like the final 8.
Yeah.
You know, because it's always you got to last for them to remember you. But yeah, I think any of those choices are good. I really do. I think those are great choices.
Yeah.
People that won't get it, Heisem.
Yeah, definitely not.
Luke.
Oh God.
I don't think he's going to be there that night. Actually, I don't think he's invited back.
No,
Yeah.
he won't be
I don't
there.
want to see
No.
him.
He was on an
I don't see him
Instagram
anywhere.
live a couple of days ago too,
Yeah.
talking game and just being a dick, and I hate him.
Ugh. That
Well,
was just, like, it was so gross.
hopefully he will have some introspection and do some work on himself because
I
he
would hope
needs.
so.
I hope.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I'm always for redemption. I just don't
Yeah.
want to see it on my television. You
No.
figure it out on
Yep.
your own.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Do the work on your own. Like, I just don't want to have to watch it. Like,
Exactly. All right. Are we going to do our rankings?
all right,
who-
yeah,
I've
let's
been
do
debating
some
this for a
power
while.
rankings. Yeah, so we're gonna name the top 3 people that we think have the best chance at winning. Let's go with our wonderful guest CJ first. Who do you think?
Okay, so in my third spot, this was one I debated. I debated between two people, between Jag and Izzy, but I think I'm going with Jag just because I am a little bit concerned with Izzy's like so abrupt honestness once the game goes further. I do think that could be a downfall for her and break her game a little bit. And I think Jax is playing a tiny bit better than her, but he's also on the block this week. So I don't know, but I'm going to put him 3 because I do think he's a really, really smart player. And he's just so likable. But for my second spot, I'm putting Corey because I think he's playing very smart. There's been times on cams where he's in a room by himself and he looks at the camera, and I love when he does this. He goes over his entire gameplay, thoughts on every player, what his strategy is, and it's so smart. Like every time he says, I'm like, yeah, that's such a smart move to do. I think he's playing a slow-paced game, and I think that's going to work for him in the long run. And also, I don't know if you saw, but him and Blue like did a little switch clothes and played in the like. He's
fun.
also very likable too. I think he's really fun. And first place, I don't see how you couldn't put her up there right now, is Miss Suri. I think she is playing the game to a T. She is like an expert. She's been here before. She knows what she's doing. And I think she has Felicia and Izzy at the palm of her hands. And they're all good players. And I could definitely see her in the final too.
I agree. Lee, who are your power rankings?
I'm going to actually put Suri in number 3 because I think she's going to get exposed, and I think she's going to start getting those targets. People are going to start realizing I can't win next to her, and so I think she's got a chance. I mean, she's in the power 3, but I put her at 3, and then this may seem strange. I think Matt's my number 2. Because that conversation with Felicia and Suri, he is trying to build these relationships, and because of his disability, I think that gives people, they're going to give him more of a benefit of the doubt as they understand him, and he's a great guy, and he's also a physical competitor. So I think in the physical stuff, he gets a head of household or something. I think you're going to see something happen, and then I'm going to. CJ, I'm kind of like you, Corey. I'm putting him in number 1 because he is. I remember Derek never was on anybody's radar, and I think that's what Corey's going to do for a long time.
Yeah,
he's playing slow, and then he's going to start in building the relationships. Then he's going to start nudging people. Suri's playing it too. I just think she's going to be a known, And I think Corey is going to be puppet master by the time this thing is over. So that's it. Matt, Sari, Matt, Corey winning.
Yeah.
Love that you brought up Derek. Cody, his counterpart of the Hitmen, is my favorite Big Brother player of all time. I love
Cody. I love Cody so much. He's amazing. He is amazing.
I loved him on both seasons he was on. He is my favorite, and we also share a name. So I love that.
There you go.
It's perfect. Okay, let's see. So I think number 3, I'm gonna go Bowie Jane. No, I'm just kidding. Definitely not her. I think
she might make it to number 2 because somebody.
She might just be playing the best floating game of all time right now. Like really she might actually have all these players on a string, and we're just like
exactly.
Yeah.
I would love to see a Bowie Jane HOH. I would love to see it.
That would be absolutely hilarious.
In her Aussie accent. Now, what do I
do? Hey, Julie. Yeah, she'd be like, okay, now, how do you play this game again?
She'd immediately run to, like, Sari or Izzy and be like, so what should we do, guys? What should we do?
Like, so what am I supposed to do?
She would.
Like,
she would.
How does this work? What is the power of veto again? Yeah, no, she really would. She had to look up, like, quickly on what I love her every time she goes in the diary room. Like, good day, Julie. Like, she's just so, like kind of
she's so wholesome too. Like she
has no idea what's going on.
Like the only gameplay, the only gameplay move she's done so far is lie about her age. Like that is the only gameplay thing she has done, and it really hasn't done anything because she's still in the older people's alliance. So
I know. Yeah, after all that, it really did not like do anything at all for her.
That has to be so insulting, though. Like,
I know.
I can imagine how that would be. To lie about your age and still be grouped in with the older people, like that has to suck.
Yeah.
She says she's 35 to everybody, right?
Yeah, I think she's like 46. Like 40. I think she took like 10 years down. Yeah.
You took 10 years and you're still considered old. That's like, ooh, ouch. That whole thing when Sari was just like, I think it was Sari that was just like, we don't really need to like involve her in this decision. Like, I think she'd be fine. It's just like, it's just so funny. And then like Jag asking her to go to the net, like, I'm cool,
yeah, her being the only one volunteering to do it.
Yeah.
Like, when there's a week where no one's in a good position to send someone home, she's gone.
She's out.
That always happens.
Yes. Because then it's like, all right, like she's the easiest, like that won't get a target on your back. Okay, so I think I'm kind of on the same page as you guys. I think number 3, I'm gonna go. See, the number 3 is tough. I think I'm gonna go with Jag on this one too, because I think as long as he stays off the block, as long as he gets off the block, I think he's playing a really good game so far. I think there's been some stuff that I've seen on Twitter. I haven't followed the cans too much, but I've seen some stuff on Twitter where he's kind of like talking. He seems to know stuff about what's going on both sides of the house. So I think that's playing to his advantage for now. I think I'm torn between Sari and Corey, but I think number 2, I'm going to go Sari for the reasons Lee was saying. I do think at some point, like, she's not going to hold on to all the power, and I think her relationship with Jared is going to get exposed, probably by Jared, but it's going to bite her in the ass. And then Corey, I'm going to go with Corey number 1. He's just really, really smart. I think it's honestly, he's perfectly flying under the radar. He'll start winning comps at some point when it's necessary, but he's doing everything really strategically. So I can 100% see him winning, and I'd be happy with it. I really like him.
Me too. I love him.
Yeah, I love him too. I think he's.
I also don't think we're. I don't think we're done with twists this season yet either. I think especially since they had to send Luke home early. Yeah. I don't see it out of the question that we get a little competition here in a couple weeks where we see Riley and Kirsten and whoever gets voted out have a chance to fight back into the house, which I normally don't like it when they do that, because usually when they do that, that person is gone the next week.
Yeah.
But I do think there's going to be some more twists. I wouldn't shock me if we get another player added to this game midway through.
I can see that.
I would love it. And I would love it to, I'll be honest, Riley, because I'd like to see Riley and Matt have a little more time together. I'm all about the romance, so, you know. She would be.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, I think if
he would have a chance to fight back. Oh, yeah, let's don't do that.
No, yeah,
let's
maybe
don't
not.
do it.
Do it before Heisem gets kicked out, so then there's no chance he's
Yeah.
coming back when he does
Do
get
it
kicked out.
right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, do it like
Just
this.
have Kirsten and Riley in like an Iron Man
Yeah, just-
contest.
Hurry them back up. We'll get it done.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Luke,
think,
Luke can't fight his way back, so he's out.
Absolutely
so.
not. Yep. No, he needs to be nowhere near any of this. The twists have been really interesting so far. What have you been thinking of the competitions? Like, which has been your favorite so far?
The scary one was definitely my favorite, and I'm really excited that they're bringing the pressure cooker back. I love that comp. I'm so excited. And just based off the players, I can't even predict who do I think will last the longest. Like, I have no idea.
It's
But
early.
Yeah, I
So
love that competition so much.
Tell me about the pressure cooker. So, because this is only my second season, and they didn't do it last season. So, because I'm excited for this.
They essentially just lock them in this room, and they make it hot, and they do a lot of things to try and get you out of that room.
Oh, shit.
And it's I think the last time they offered like letters from home and stuff if you left, and like some like really enticing things. And like, so if you want to win HOH, you really got to be strong to stay in there. And it's definitely gonna be one of those comps. They said it's Thursday. They're gonna show us like the first 5 minutes of it, and then make us wait till Sunday to figure it out. But
for sure,
it's one of those endurance comps. I love the endurance comps. I think they're a lot of fun. Least favorite comp though, whatever the first HOH was, I did not like that at all.
Yeah, that was the balancing bars, whatever, with the different
I also didn't like how first HOH didn't get to put noms up. I thought that was kind of silly too.
I didn't like that either. I'm glad you said that. It just was like, that's part of why you want to win. She gets to take people down. But the comp I like that, I don't know if it's going to be this season, but I love when they go in the blackout room thing and they have to go and find stuff. Because we can, they can't see anything. I love that comp so much because I know I'd be horrible. I'd be bumping into people.
I'd keep touching my pocket. There's not a habit to reach out my phone for the flashlight, and it wouldn't be there.
Yep. I feel like
it would be bad.
Yeah. I would be really bad at that. I liked it was kind of like an escape room type thing last season. I really enjoyed that one. I hope they do something like that again. I
also love the Zing.
Yeah.
I love Zingbot too.
Zingbot.
Oh, Zingbot, yes.
Yeah, I like the comics. I always like the comics.
I love the comics.
Because after watching so many seasons and seeing references, like the one with the CDs recently had some references to past seasons, which I thought was fun. But I love when they reference past seasons.
Yeah.
Reward your fans for watching.
Right.
That's right.
I really liked the music. The Scramble music competition with the record. I think that was really cool.
I wondered though, did you? The only thing I wondered about that was Matt at a huge disadvantage? I'm sure they turned it up. But
they did him dirty, I think. Yeah.
I was like, yeah.
Which when they first announced that a deaf player was going in the game, I was like, huh?
You guys are gonna have to make it.
Not everyone knows sign stuff too, so. I'm sure it's really hard for him. I can't imagine, but I'm really proud of him, honestly, because he's been doing really well for how hard it's been on him, I'm sure.
And he's very likable. I mean, he's not he's just a nice all-around guy. So. Who has him? Who has Matt? Let's see. Matt. Oh, TJ. TJ's team. Jared, Riley. Well, he lost Riley. Heisem. Oh, he's going to be down 3. But
never mind. He can have Matt, I guess.
But he's got Sari, he's got Jared, he's got Matt.
So he might only have
Sari and Matt could take him far.
Yeah, they probably will.
I'm gonna really miss Riley this season. I'm not gonna lie. I hope they bring her back, in a future season too, because I really liked her personality, and it reminds me a little bit. It wasn't as early as Davon. But Davon's first season, she was voted out pretty early too, but they brought her back the next season. So I kind of hope we get the same thing with Riley.
That'd be cool. Yeah. That'd be cool.
Because she really deserves to go farther, and she just seems really cool. She's beautiful. She's fun. I really liked watching her. So I really hope
put her on my season. We'll line.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I want you guys.
He's got his showmance all ready to go.
Right. I want you guys to be on a season so then I can go and watch, and then
Oh, if I'm
get,
ever on
like,
next
be
season,
friends
I
with
expect
everybody.
all of my friends to be watching live feeds 24/7.
Oh,
I
you
just
know,
want
I'll
to
just
make
be
it
like,
your life.
yeah, I just, oh my god, that I would
You'll
drag the
dominate
fuck out.
AOF. I know
Yes.
you'll dominate AOF. You know.
You
I
might
would
have to,
draft you
like,
100%.
depending on my gameplay, you might not want to be friends with me afterwards,
That's fair.
but you know, as long as I bring home the money, I don't
Yep,
really care how
exactly.
I got there.
That's right.
Do what you need to do. I'll support you.
That's right.
I do think my biggest flaw in that household is I'm so talkative, it could be annoying. And I think that could be my biggest flaw. So I'll definitely
You
have
might
to
end
work
up
on that. But
revealing. Yeah, you'd have to keep things close to your chest and
2025,
reveal. Yep.
that's
I'm
when I'll be
pulling for
old
you.
enough to apply.
Oh wait,
It's
how old do you have to
on.
be?
You have to be
I
21
guess.
now. It used to be 18, but now it's
Yeah.
21. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. I did not know.
I'm
But-
old enough.
Yeah, me too.
I'm way old enough.
Yeah, I'm pretty well old enough.
When stay on, CJ, and I'll tell you how I'm gonna what I'm gonna do to try to get on, and
Yeah.
then I'll try and I'll help you in any way you can, because that'd be fun if we could
This
get
would be
on.
so fun. Yeah,
And then
I
not
would
tell
love
the
this.
producers. That'd be even funnier. We don't
Yeah,
tell
just
them. But
make them have no idea because
Maybe they'll do a duo season, and we can just apply together.
Cool.
yeah,
That'd be really cool.
Duo seasons are
See
so
that.
much fun, too.
they haven't done one in a long time.
I know. I wish
that
they
would be fun.
would.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The dynamics are so much more fun because then if your teammate like sells for you, it's over, and you gotta do like damage control. So it's a little bit harder than solos. So I don't know if I'd actually want to do duos now that I'm talking about it.
I'd rather be
You're like, maybe not.
where they don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Secret agents, that's. I
Yeah.
just think that works out better. I love when that happens.
I think that'd be
I love when they do like twins and stuff like that. I eat it up.
Oh yes,
Oh, that shit's
yes,
so much fun.
it's so good.
Yeah.
I love this season. All right,
Yeah,
you
it's
got
great.
me going. All right,
Okay,
all right.
cool. Well, let's see, any like kind of final thoughts on the next couple weeks? Who do you think is going to end up going home this week? Do you think that Felicia's plan to backdoor Heisem is going to work out? What are we thinking?
I think it does. I think it does because unless Heisem wins, I feel like whoever wins veto, Felicia or Sari could just talk to, and they would. I don't think anyone would really be against it, especially like a Jag or Cameron. Like they would 100% be down, but I think anyone in that younger alliance would be down for it. So I think as long as he doesn't win, I think it'll probably be him. But if not him, if he somehow gets veto and wins it, I think out of the two on the block, I think it's probably Cameron right now. I don't see the House voting out Jag. So we'll see though. I'm very excited.
I think you're right. I think it's Cameron if the noms stay the same.
Yeah,
I agree, 100%.
I think it was smart of them to go the backdoor route instead of putting up Heisem.
Oh, 100%.
Like
Because
that,
you don't want
'cause he
Heisem
would've-
playing the veto.
No,
Because
he
he's
would've
already
won.
shown he's pretty good at comms. So
Yeah, you do not want him anywhere near that. So let's hope that he doesn't end up getting chosen randomly for the veto competition because.
But then
yeah,
even
I
if he
Cameron-
does, they made a little safe jacket for themselves too by doing the
Yeah.
backdoor because he has no idea.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah, because then they could just be like, okay, we'll try again next time, or this just didn't work
Yeah.
out. So
that's
it
why I
still
think
won't
putting Jag up as a
back.
pawn was so smart of them because
Yeah.
he wanted Jag out.
Oh,
That was one
yeah.
of the people he mentioned. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
putting him up
It really
was so
keeps him-
smart because it
Yeah.
keeps him in the dark. Because you heard at the end of this episode, he's like, I feel completely safe.
I was like, ugh.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That's
It-
reminded me of
it's
something
gonna-
else he said this episode.
Oh,
Where he
God.
said,
Oh.
America's going to love this. I was like, no, we're not.
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
I was like,
we do
I know.
not.
I was like, I'm sorry, dude. They do not. No one.
When he
from
leaves that
this-
house, he's in for a rude awakening.
Yeah, he very
You know.
much is.
You know, you
Surprised.
never know what America. You're in there and you have no
Yeah.
idea. You
That's
have
why
no
if I-
idea.
When I get in that house, I'm not going to think twice about what America thinks about me. I'm just going to think about the other
Yeah.
players in the house. That's all that really
Yeah.
matters at the end of the day.
At that point, yeah, that you don't want.
If they love me, it's a bonus.
Yep, exactly. But if you get that money, then it doesn't matter.
Yep. I'll be the
Well-
biggest villain walking out of that house with 750K.
Right,
Like, I don't care
right.
what America thinks of me at that point.
Yeah, exactly. Like you're good.
As long as I'm not like being like Luke, if they just hate me for being good at the game, like then I don't
Yeah,
care.
Then no, that's I think that's completely fair. Well, this was wonderful.
Yeah.
I am looking forward to the rest of the season. CJ, we will
So
definitely have you
excited.
back on to talk
Please do.
more
I
Big
Please.
love
Brother.
it.
This has been great. So let's see. What does TJ normally do at the end? I can never remember.
Subscribe.
Subscribe, rate us 5
Rate
stars on
us. Tell
Spotify.
us about your drinking game when you're
Yeah,
listening. You know.
exactly. All 5 of our listeners. Let us know if you want us
Yes.
to cover anything else. There's a lot of reality TV going on right now, so we will happily cover anything you request within reason.
Big Brother drinking
CJ,
games. Drink every time they say the
yes,
block. That's my favorite
yes,
mode.
Yeah.
I
Because
like
they
that
say the
one.
block every 30 seconds.
Yes, I will be dead probably within 5 minutes, so that will be wonderful. So
That's
CJ,
right.
where can the people find you?
You can find me on Twitter and pretty much everywhere at CJDarr_. I've been really active on Letterboxd. I have not been very active on writing articles recently, but we're trying to get back on that. But check us out on Fandom Academy. We've been taking a break. I moved to college. Jaden's starting a new job, all this stuff. We've been a little busy, but we'll be back. But I think we're recording this week with covering a lot of stuff. Red, White, and Royal Blue. Taylor Swift announced an album while we were on our break. We will dive into that, let me tell you. And it'll be an all-around great time, so definitely check it out.
I love Red, White, and Royal Blue,
Oh my
so
So
I'm
good.
definitely
goodness,
gonna
so
check it.
I
good.
am
Yeah.
in love with
Oh,
Nicholas Calcicine. I think
yes,
I'm ready to get married now. Shove him on the
Love
absolutely.
ring.
it.
They're
Love it.
just it was amazing. I rewatched it again this week. So I
Yeah,
loved the
same.
book. I read the book when it came out. I guess it was 2019 or 2020. It was 2019, and I just absolutely loved it. So I'm just really happy to have both the movie and the book to like, the book has all the stuff that the movie left out. So like you have that to go back to, but the movie was just a perfect like comprehensive, you know, adaptation, and
Yeah, I
it just
love
made me
it.
so happy.
Also, check out Bottoms in theaters next week. It's gonna be so
Yes,
much fun.
I'm
We
excited for
love
that.
gay movies. They are
Yes.
always the best. They never
Yes,
disappoint.
check out all of the gay movies and TV shows that are out there. I finally finished Heartstopper season 2. I wanted to
So
savor it
good.
as long as possible,
Inspired
and
a
it's just
tattoo
like
for me. Like that
yes,
good.
Oh,
it's amazing, and it's just like what it's doing for people. A lot, mostly that age, but just for anybody, I think is just amazing. And so I'm all for more queer stories being out there, and I just now that we're kind of going off the rails talking about like
like we
LGBT
always
stuff,
do.
we always do. I just finished reading a book called The Great Believers by Rebecca Mackay, and it genuinely, when I say it destroyed me, I am not exaggerating. It
Oh no.
follows it literally, like, it goes back and forth between 1986 and 2015, and the main character follows a gay man living in Chicago at like the height of the AIDS crisis, and pretty much his entire group of friends is decimated by this disease, and it's just like down the line, and then genuinely, like, it ripped my heart out, but it was just so amazing. Like, the I just felt so connected with the characters, but it it's gonna stick with me for a very long time, because it
Wow.
has been a long time since a book has affected me like that. But I just think it's amazing to have all different types of like queer fiction and nonfiction and things like that. I just think it's so
Yes.
important to have that
It's
all out in the
so
mainstream.
important. I cannot say how much all of that means to
Yep.
us. Like it is
Yep.
so important in everyday life.
Exactly.
Like it is honestly
Exactly.
life saving for people, and it needs to be
Right.
more normalized.
Agreed.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
yeah, I just think it's so important. But there's not all gay people are good people, which, we see Heisen. We don't have to like every single gay person, because, he,
He's
but
probably not a bad
he's
guy. He's
probably
just
not a
a
bad person.
He's
He's
just a
just,
bad Big Brother player. Like
yeah.
exactly.
It's just, even though I want to root for all of the gays, I love this community, but sometimes, people are gonna do what they're gonna do. But it really just is so important to have all this, and I want more representation in reality TV. I think having the queer season of Ultimatum was great, and I just want to
yes,
see
give us a
more
gay
of it.
bachelor.
Yes,
We
please.
need it.
I want more
Absolutely.
of it. But this has been great, and I love going off the rails a little bit. It's always super fun. Lee, do you have anything exciting we should be looking out for? Any updates?
You know, TBD. I
Yeah,
mean, there's
I feel it.
I'm actually starting a new gay romance book, so you guys are inspiring me to talk about it. So
Hey.
yeah, I just
Yay.
started it last night. So yeah,
Yay.
so I'm excited. The
Well, I
children's
would like
book is done, so we have that, and so we're gonna
Hey.
start. We're sending it out to agents. The
Excellent.
musical is. Well, we've had issues, creative issues, but it's done. Really, it's just a few little creative issues that we've
Yeah.
had, but it's good. And what else? What else? The horror film, the horror script, we can't do anything with, but we're starting a new horror about werewolves that we're starting. So
Love
just
it.
a few things, and I'm going to apply for Big Brother with CJ.
Hey.
Yay. Everybody look out for that. Well, this has been great. Make sure to follow us on all the socials at Ticket2Reality on Twitter, Instagram, Agents of Fandom everywhere. Rate us 5 stars, subscribe on YouTube, follow all of our podcasts, Fandom Academy, Agents of Fandom, Listen 3000, Comic Corner, and I think that's it. I think. Yeah,
I think
just
that's
follow
everything.
everything.
I do the same thing
Follow
every
all of us.
time.
Yeah, I'm like, I
And
think,
and if we missed any, we're gonna
yeah,
tell
then
TJ
just
we didn't. We got them all in.
he doesn't need to know. But anyway, this has been great. I will see you guys next week, and thank you to our special guest CJ. You will be seeing a lot more of
Yes.
him on this podcast.
And hang on, because I want to talk to you after we turn it
Yes.
off with our
All
secret conversation.
We always tease a secret conversation.
Yeah.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Peace.